It's been a while since I've done a rant video on anything besides my Brooklyn Nets, and a lot of YouTubers out there have made videos on this whole Ben Simmons situation, and I was not one of them that, wanted to get into this whole Ben Simmons, Philadelphia 76ers divorce, but now I feel like I'm left with no choice but to, because I am a basketball content creator, and this is a channel where we talk about nothing but basketball. But what's going on, best ones out there worldwide? It's the best one, DBTV here, back with a brand new basketball talk video. If you're not a best one yet and you're an NBA fan, recommend you to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications, because you know and I know that the grind is real. And this is actually a second upload for today. If you didn't go check out my rankings for the Eastern and Western Conference for the NBA this season, that video just got uploaded probably a few hours ago. So if you want to go check that out, definitely check that out after this video. But you guys are all here to hear my opinion about the whole Ben Simmons and Philadelphia divorce, and I'm going to give it to you on here. We've heard everybody from ESPN talk about it, everybody on Twitter talk about it, and everybody in the Philadelphia 76ers organization and fan base talking about it. But now, I'm going to be the one to talk about it and give you guys my thoughts and opinions on this whole Ben Simmons, Philadelphia 76ers divorce. And a lot of people are blaming Ben Simmons. I am not going to blame Ben Simmons, and this is coming from a Brooklyn Nets fan and also not the biggest Ben Simmons fan out there. I was a fan of him when he got drafted, and I really thought that he had the potential of being the next LeBron James, and I think all the 76er fans out there and all the NBA fans thought that Ben Simmons was that next level talent and that he was going to take Philadelphia to championships and a dynasty. But we all know that did not happen with Philadelphia. Instead, Ben Simmons cannot shoot a three-pointer for his life if it depended on it. And I am not the biggest Ben Simmons fan, especially after the Brooklyn Nets and Philadelphia series back in 2019. A lot of the way Ben Simmons was just acting, being all egotistic, laughing about Embiid elbowing Jared Allen in the face, really rubbed me the wrong way.
Both ends of the court, and were you surprised that you got a technical on the elbow swing through at the end of the second quarter?
I wasn't surprised. I saw the replay, and obviously it wasn't intentional, and I got him pretty good, and I'm sorry about it, but okay. I'm sorry about it. It wasn't intentional, but it's just me trying to be aggressive.
And just the comments that Simmons was making about the Brooklyn Nets and stuff, I just didn't like at the time. But now, for some reason, I feel bad for Ben Simmons. And maybe that's because the whole city of Philadelphia turned their backs on him. The coach has called him out on bullshit. And even his teammates have turned their backs on him. And I just feel like it's just time that the 76ers move on from Ben Simmons. And I thought that it was going to happen this offseason. We all thought it was going to happen this offseason. We thought that Daryl Morey was going to finally decide to trade Ben Simmons and move on. The city does not want him. They booed the shit out of him when Trae Young exposed that entire team. They pointed at one person, and that one person was Ben Simmons, all because he was struggling with free throws and can't shoot threes. That's the only reason why. But they will not blame anything else besides Ben Simmons. He is just going to get fingers pointed at him no matter what. Even if he comes back, he's still going to get booed. I don't blame Ben Simmons for wanting out of Philadelphia. Because if it was anybody else, like let's say me, I am in Ben Simmons' shoes. Yes, I'm going to handle myself like a pro. Yes, I'm going to improve on my jump shot. And I am going to try to win a championship. But when your coach blames you, when your teammates blame you, and when the fans, who now the arenas are filled up now to full capacity, are blaming you. You are not going to want to go play for that team. And Ben Simmons, he did the right thing. He told the Philadelphia 76ers that he wanted out of Philly, and to try to get him out of there and get him a trade. And they had lots of trade offers this offseason. And Philadelphia, as they're just very freaking delusional with a lot of the trades, got declined for very good reasons. And it's not Ben Simmons' fault that you guys could not trade him in the offseason. Lots of good offers were out there that they turned down because they wanted more. That's not Ben Simmons' fault whatsoever. And for him to go to practice and act out, what do you expect? He wants out of your team. And you guys didn't request his trade, and this is the repercussions you get for not requesting his trade. This is all happening, and Philadelphia is going to continue to struggle until they move on from Ben Simmons, and at this point, they have to just get rid of him and move on. They are not going to get anything more than what they're asking for. But it's just time that the Sixers move on from Ben Simmons and just give Ben Simmons what he wants. Why are you going to go through all of these headaches and chaos when you have a superstar in Joel Embiid that you can win a championship with? Why are you going to have a headache about this? Just trade Ben Simmons. It's that simple. And because of them not trading Ben Simmons, they're not going to get better as an organization, as a team. It's the fans' fault why Ben Simmons is leaving. It's the coach's fault why Ben Simmons is leaving, because with friggin' Brett Brown, friggin' Simmons was actually playing pretty good. He had a good role, and he was one of the reasons why they were going to go to the NBA Finals back in 2019. But unfortunately, Kawhi Leonard hit a game-winner shot on Joel Embiid. Ben Simmons was a huge role piece for that team. But then all of a sudden, when Doc Rivers comes in, Ben Simmons gets blamed. Have we ever thought that maybe it's Doc Rivers' fault? That Doc Rivers is a little bit overrated? Look at all the years that the Clippers were good. Look at all the years. They had a stacked roster. They should have won freaking multiple championships, especially back in 2015. But they didn't. They had the talent. It was Doc Rivers' fault. Oh, and then he has even more assets with the Clippers, with Kawhi and Paul George, and he still can't bring them to the freaking finals. It's absolutely crazy to me. How are we ever going to blame Doc Rivers? Yes, he won one championship as a coach back in 2008. That was like friggin' what? Like 12, 13, 14, maybe now almost 15 years ago now? We need to move on. Doc Rivers might be the reason. Because with Brett Brown, Ben Simmons was playing very good. He was an all-star multiple times. He played pretty good. And Giannis even won the MVP award without a freaking jump shot. So, you don't need to shoot threes to be an elite player. Yes, Ben Simmons should be working on his three-point shots, and yes, Ben Simmons should be trying to improve his game, but why does he want to go back to Philadelphia after the way that the fans, the coaches, and his teammates have treated him? At this point, they just have to give Ben Simmons what he wants and just accept his request and trade him. Move on from him. You're not going to get another superstar. You're probably now not going to get another all-star because of how delusional you've been. And now, especially bringing it to this point where Ben Simmons is going to practice in sweats and a phone in his pocket and not trying at all and basically being this diva. This all could have been resolved if you guys got your heads out of your asses and traded Ben Simmons when he wanted out. I just find this absolutely crazy that Philly has not moved on from Ben Simmons yet, and it's just time that they make a move. You have a superstar in Joel Embiid, and the more you waste your time having these headaches on Ben Simmons, the more you're wasting Joel Embiid. That's just my thoughts. A lot of people are blaming Ben Simmons. Yes, it's his fault for not maybe developing a three-point shot, but let me know in the comment section below. If you were Ben Simmons, would you play for Philadelphia? Because I sure as hell would not. After my teammates putting the blame on me at press conferences, after my coach putting blame on me at the press conference, and after all the fans freaking burning my jersey and crap, I would want out of Philly too. But let me know in the comment section below what your thoughts are on this. But if you guys enjoyed this video and you guys want more basketball content, smash that like button now. If you're an NBA fan and you're not a best one yet, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. Links down in the description below. You can go follow me on my social medias. All that is down below. But to all the best ones out there worldwide, to all the DBTV fans, we are taking over. Peace.